Voice. Nothing as naked as the human voice, its cries of pain or pleasure, the whisper meant for you alone, the scream as flesh is slapped and startled into submission, the agony of the moment you hear your beloved is gone, crushed, unable to reside in your arms again, and you wail. Pound fists on walls, no coming up and out of you before you can stop it. Consider its registers, its hues, its tonal acrobatics, love of syncopation and lullabies. Scratchy, throaty, husky, meek, nasal, high-pitched, low-pitched, full of gravity or gravel, smoke or grease. When you hear my voice, you don't have to know anything about me to know I love the motion of words through air, sound waves punctuated by breath, a music each one of us is capable of making. And Peter Tosh, Bunny could sing while Peter talked his way through a song. Marvels with me at how much Ziggy looks like his dad, even if the younger Marley is nowhere near as astonishing musically. I think Bob would smile if he knew us, laughing at my husband, even though my husband's a crazy bald head. A white man like the white captain who married Marley's 18-year-old mother only sent money after their son was born. When my husband croons, "No woman, no cry," he changes the words, sings the name of our town instead of Trench Town, and I begin to think I could live anywhere with him. Any place we can open windows, drapes, let in a pale imitation of the sun Marley knew. Nowhere we can go where Marley can't follow, singing sweet songs, melodies clear and true. This is Marley's message to us, and we are grateful this messenger once walked this earth, telling us every little thing is gonna be all right. And we listen, dance to his voice in the light of our lives. Professor Apathy. No office hours ever. If you don't understand what we talked about in class, too bad. I'm not here to make sure you get it. I'm not here to care whether you are enlightened, educated, or entertained. I'm here for my research, and teaching is the lowest possible priority for me. Cast down there with clipping my toenails or taking my car to Jiffy Lube, which is where you'll be working, because I don't care if you pass this class, if you've read the chapters prior to the midterm, the final, the quiz, surprise quiz that I've given for 10 years running because I don't care to make any new ones. I don't care if there aren't enough handouts to go around, if the Xeroxes are too blurry to read, if my writing on the blackboard looks like chicken scratch, if you can't hear me because I won't project, speak loudly enough, won't wear a mic even though the department owns one I could borrow because that would mean I'd have to go find it. And I don't go find anything that will make school easier for you, because I don't care now that I've got tenure. Not that I did before, but I don't need to pretend anymore. I don't have to do anything but stay bored and die. Your hands shivering in the air as you try to ask questions I will never answer. This is called Don't. Don't be fingering my sugar unless you want to taste my salt. Teasing my honey, then ignoring my bitter. Satisfied with a simple taste of sweetness, uncomplicated by tang, by sour, by vinegar that clarifies as it cleans. Don't grab my bottle, drink my liqueur, then replace it when you feel like it, slipping me peach brandy when I sip creme de menthe. Don't page my book with slippery hands, splatter grease on sheets I haven't read or slept on, leaving stains I can't get out. Don't undo my hooks and eyes until you set your own zipper straight. Your buttons lined up with the right holes, snaps set into their grooves until I decide otherwise. Come correct. Then maybe I'll let you graze my grain, sweep my floor, brush of fingertip pleasure soft enough to stir my dead, firm enough to make them sleep again. Physical education. Mornings among somber gray lockers, we'd undress, then dress. Long-limbed girls chattering, slipping out of our street clothes into t-shirts and gym shorts, shrunken tight after too many washings. No one could stand that place. Each numbered locker clanging shut like a tiny cell, cold tile numbing our feet, leaky, tattered ceiling above. We'd find any excuse not to change, spin tales of lost sneakers, menstrual cramps, anything to be able to sit on the bleachers while others struggled to run laps, climb ropes, forcing themselves through push-ups, sit-ups, anything to avoid the dizzying, uneven parallel bars, ancient pommel horse and shaky balance beam, mounted only after our tall, strict teacher threatened failure and calls home. Face taut, hair pulled back in a bun so tight no wisp of hair could escape. She yelled at us and we assumed every crazy position she told us to, liking our bodies all the less, hating her more with each jumping jack or chin up, our shirts now sweat-stained, hair a sticky mess. Back in the locker room, we cursed her name aloud, muttering as loudly as we dared, hoping her life was long, lonely, barren, as if we knew anything of fruition, of growth. Pulling clothes back on, we swore, slammed empty lockers, jamming on combination locks, our hate rich enough to propel us to our next class. So this is called Transistor. Will I always be a teenage girl bopping around my bedroom like the singer I long to be, dazzled by showbiz? I'm young enough to believe anything's possible, radio close by, music pulsing forth each afternoon, stopping me from executing homework, algebra too sedate when the chief rocker, Frankie Crocker, is on, spinning sounds from WBLS. His voice smoother than an Italian suit, sexy in a way women comprehend, all stealth and innuendo, suggestive as a tango, as a duet between Marvin and Tammy Terrell. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough to keep me from getting to you. I swear I dreamt in choruses, music always with me, though I didn't know a note from a treble clef, couldn't plunk out chopsticks on a player piano. My approach, all mimicry and motion, shaking my not quite existent stuff, opening my mouth to mime slow songs, arms wide apart in a teen magazine's idea of a star pose, or fists balled as if to grab a mic, singing to a sold-out crowd. I'm a shining star, a funky messenger, my own vivid creation in these hours alone, because no dull schoolgirl would practice such moves, daring to dance this freely, loosened by Crocker's voice, his lush instructions tailored to fit any girl able to swoon by her radio, ready to sing along. So this is called 30 Lines About the Fro. The fro is homage, shrubbery, and revolt all at once. The fro and pick have a codependent relationship. So many strands, snags, such snap and sizzle between the two. The fro wants to sleep on a silk pillowcase, abhorring the historical atrocity of cotton. The fro guffaws at relaxers. How could any other style claim relaxation when the fro has a gangsta lean, a diamond in the back, sunroof top kind of attitude? Growing from scalp into sky, launching pad for brilliance and bravery, for ideas uncontained by barbershops and their maniacal clippers, monotony of the fade and buzz cut. The fro has much respect for dreads, but won't go through life that twisted, that coiled. Still, much love lives between the two. Secret handshakes, funked bottom struts. The fro doesn't hate you because you're beautiful, or ugly, or out of work, or working for the man. Because who knows who the man is anymore? Is the president the man? He used to have a fro the size of Toledo, but now it's trimmed down to respectability, more gray sneaking in each day, and you've got to wonder if he misses his pick, for he must have had one of those black power ones with a fist on the end. After all, the fro is a fist, all curled power, rebellious shake, impervious and improper. Water does not scare the fro, because water cannot change that which is immutable, that soul sonic force, that sly stone-tastic, natural mystic, roots and rhythm crowned for the ages, blessed by God and gratitude. Thank you.